Salutations, everyone. I just thought I'd come at you real quick. At the laundromat, I would have stayed inside, but I don't want YouTube to pick up on the music that's playing in the background, even though it's kind of low. But I just don't want those kind of problems right now. So I'm not going to be in here too long because it's pretty chilly out here. So, but I just wanted to greet you in the mighty name of Jesus, who's the head of my life. Sometimes I don't act like it, we all have our heathen ways, right? But I try to be good, I try to behave, but happy Thanksgiving Eve, I know there's a lot that, to be thankful for. We all have our own individual gratitude that we want to express, and that's something we should never take for granted at all times. But God bless you on this holiday. So I just want to make sure that I got all this out the way, so I can enjoy my weekend even more. And so, things has been going well on my channel. I do appreciate it. All of, like I said, the guests that's been coming through consistently. I've been very consistent in that area, and so I just really appreciate that. But I just wanted to kind of get into just wanting or expecting a little bit more support. I've been on my channel for like 5 months now, so it's pretty new, and I know it takes time to grow, and I'm not stressing numbers like that, but I'm just talking about overall support, because I noticed that the last couple of interviews that I've had, the flyers hit, when I put out the flyers and promote the interview, I get so many views on the flyers, but no one shows up to the interviews, and it's like, it's not only because, I feel like the support should come, because of the effort that I put into it, and I appreciate those who enjoy the interviews and they enjoy the conversation, they enjoy the dialogue. It's just the same way I enjoy the people that come on, and the fact that they make time to come on my platform and to come through for me, and I really am grateful for that. But I just want more supporters to come through for me, and I just noticed that even when I look at my subscribers so far, I have almost 300 subscribers so far, and I can count on my one hand the subscribers that are like within my circle, like whether like family or close associates of mine. They're not all there. And so I'm noticing that based on my analytics. So it's just kind of disappointing. I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like I put so much effort in, and I get so many views. Like, I'm gonna just give you a prime example. I had Emery Lawrence, actor Emery Lawrence, on my platform this past Saturday. Shout out to him. And that generated like 1.4 views when I put out the flyer, and I got so much feedback in the comments, and so many views on the flyer alone, and when I promoted it. But then when it came time to come through on the actual interview, it was like kind of close to crickets. And so that's disappointing, because even right now, as of right now, the last I saw, that particular interview only got like 22 views, but I got over 1,000 views on the flyer itself. So I'm just kind of wonder why is such a gap there. So I just to give you an example, because that was a great interview, and the fact that the person is taking time to come on the platform and just share their story and share aspects of their career, and and even if you don't have to sit through the whole interview, or if you don't make it to live due to just there's options for you to go on the replay. I do expect more of that, especially by now, because like I said, I've been here on a few months, and a lot of you should know where my platform is by now, because I even add my link to my channel to the flyer to make sure, like when I post, I make sure I remember to do that. So there's no excuse of, I couldn't find your channel, because the link is there, and the link is in my bios, the link is on my socials. So it's just disappointing to me that particular interview got those amount of views, but I got over 1,000 views on the flyer. So that's just kind of weird to me. But so I've been getting some great interviews so far. Make sure you check out that one with Emery Lawrence, and also check out an interview with Tim that I did yesterday. That was a great interview. It was where I had a good time with him, and it was I enjoyed our conversation as well. So check that out as well. So I just, want to, kind of just come on and, just kind of express, like, I'm not trying to add any pressure, but I'm just expressing how I feel about the type of support I've been getting or lack thereof. Because I put effort into this, and I'm building it, and I'm working towards enhancing it, and working towards, building it the best way I can. And so the efforts that I make to reach out to the people that come on, and the fact that they take the time to do it, I just feel like there should be I just ask that I get more support, not only just for me on my platform, but for those who come on my platform, those who come on, support them as well. It just goes all around. So I just wanted to express that, because like I said, I've been blessed. Like I said, I've been doing interviews for the past 5 months now, just looking back at the views that I've gotten, and it's been kind of still. And I haven't had a repeat visitor yet, and I'm going to have some repeat guests, because, you have talk shows and different platforms that have, people that come on more than once to interview. So I'm going to be doing that. But I was reflecting on that. Like, I've been doing this for some time, and I haven't had a repeat guest yet. It's been a different one that came on, and I got more coming up. I got more coming up for the month of December. So I just really am grateful for that. I'm grateful for the support I've been getting so far. It's been a ride. It's been a ride so far, but I just wanted to just express that, a little bit more support won't hurt, because it's like I see a lot of people that view these flyers, and they like my reels, and they like my posts. They like the flyers. They like them on social media, like on my Instagram and Facebook, which is fine. Please, continue to do that. Like I said, I don't mind supporting those platforms as well. But I need the the support on my actual channel, you guys. It's like, if you're able to like my posts on social media, on Facebook or Instagram, y'all give me all this attention on my Instagram and Facebook. Just bring that to the channel, y'all. Bring that to the YouTube channel. I don't know why it doesn't go it doesn't transition into the channel. I want my thumbs up, comment, subscribe, do all those things on my actual channel. You could like, but I need more support so I can be more in the algorithm on my YouTube channel. That is the key, on my YouTube channel. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with supporting my Facebook pages and my Instagram pages, because that garners a lot of traffic as well. So I'm not taking that for granted either. But again, why don't you, like I said, just bring that over to my channel, y'all. Okay, just bring that over to my channel, and support. Even if you don't have to sit through the whole interview, as I do chop them up. When I do interviews, I try to chop them up so you can get highlights of the interview, even though I prefer you watch the full interview. But even if you just, watch the replay for a few minutes and just do a thumbs up, just, try to just give me that engagement, give me that a thumbs up. And like I said before, I welcome different suggestions. I welcome any feedback or any content that you feel like I can get more into. I welcome that. So I just wanted to kind of give my little spiel. I come from the good place. It's out of love. I look like a mess. I look a mess right now, but like I said, I wasn't trying to look like I wasn't trying to look like, a supermodel going to the laundromat. It's bad enough because I had to actually go to a different laundromat that's, further from my apartment, because the laundromat that I normally go to, they closed early for the holidays, so they closed at 12 o'clock at noon. So I said, I had to get on the bus and go to another laundromat, so that's where I am right now, and I'm about to go back inside where it's a little bit warmer. But I just wanted to kind of come at y'all and and just greet y'all and just address what I was feeling, just kind of give you some transparency of what I was feeling. So So please make sure that you tune in. Please tune in. I have my next interview coming up with Miss Stevie tomorrow afternoon. Not tomorrow. I'm sorry. On Friday afternoon, 4 p.m. But in the meantime, if I don't come back on between now and tomorrow, I God bless all of you on this on Thanksgiving. Just focus on what the true meaning is, just the overall big picture. I mean, we understand the history behind it. I don't want to get into all of that. But just kind of just focus on the overall intent, of the holiday, okay, and just focus on that. But in the meantime,